continuing on, not all clone troopers became stormtroopers, because the Emperor decided that the clones were outdated, and what better way to subjugate the galaxy than by doing with the same people you want to control. So apparently the clones, the age of the clones died off, and the Emperor wanted new subjects for his Stormtrooper Empire, Galactic Empire army. Well, basically, what I was just saying is that the people that he took under his control, he put into his army and created his stormtroopers out of the people that he took control of. So maybe this is a different way to look at it, that it's not the same angry clone face. Maybe, supposedly, it is the generic soldier, Star Wars soldier face. Maybe that's why LEGO's repeatedly using the same head. That's a different perspective to look at this entire situation of the head, of the minifigure head, from. That it isn't the same angry clone face, but LEGO just wanted one generic head, and they just happened to use it for the clone troopers at the same time the stormtroopers. So maybe someone out there could shed some light on that in the future and expose the reason as to why LEGO uses the same head. Because like I said, they just wanted to use one generic soldier, Star Wars soldier head, and just kept it the same for clone troopers and stormtroopers, despite the fact that clone troopers are not stormtroopers. Maybe we could get some light shed onto that situation and take care of business. So that is it for the Jetpack Stormtroopers. Now, despite what I just said, yes, not all stormtroopers are used up clone troopers. But I did my research on StarWars.com in the databank system of StarWars.com, and also Wikipedia.com. And I found out that this specific Imperial Shocktrooper is in fact the same. Not specifically the same as a clone trooper, but a certain brand of trooper in general. Because the clone troopers that were shock troopers in the Clone Wars were an elite type of clone, where they're not only shock troopers but also guardsmen of the Emperor, of the Chancellor in the Clone Wars, and also the Coruscant Police. Ergo, this form of shock trooper. But that's exactly why you see the same thing here. Like I said, they're not... These are clone troopers, that's a stormtrooper. But it's just the same type of soldier that is repeated. Because in the stormtrooper form, Coruscant is no longer in existence. Or maybe it still is, we just never shed light on that in the later on Star Wars universe. Around the days of the Rebels and the Galactic Empire. But, well, obviously, like I just said, they're still not the Coruscant police. But the Shocktroopers are still around. And are still the guardsmen of the now-to-be Emperor of the Galactic Empire. So that's some backstory on the history of clone troopers, stormtroopers, and shocktroopers. Now, let's get to the image of the Imperial Shock Trooper. To where he has some pretty impressive helmet, torso, and leg printing. And then on the back is the same generic Stormtrooper torso back printing. Back torso printing, actually. Even though I don't understand the reason why it's a light or a dark light tan color right here on the belt. I don't know what that is about. Put him aside and we grab the Imperial officer. Who has a headset. Oh, first I want to help you recognize that it's the same head again. Of the generic Star Wars soldier head. Okay, so back to the Imperial officer. He has a nice hat with the tiny Imperial Galactic Empire symbol on it. That was the same kind of hats. If not similar, then it would be the exact same hat that was used in the Rebels of LEGO Star Wars minifigures. And then he has a headset and a nice looking face. And also nice looking... I apologize to be so repetitive. I am tired of saying that. Some generic torso and leg printing. And then generic back torso printing. And that is it for the minifigures.